Greetings. In today's seminar, we are going to review the importance of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. There will be a survey to complete after the presentation, so please pay attention. We will look forward to your response. The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act was enacted for the purpose of making it unlawful to make payments to foreign government officials to assist in obtaining or retaining business. The act was signed into law by President Jimmy Carter on December 19, 1977, and amended in 1998 by the International Anti-Bribery Act of 1998, which was designed to implement the anti-bribery conventions of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The anti-bribery provisions of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act prohibit the use of the mails or any means of interstate commerce corruptly. Any offer, payment, promise to pay, or authorization of the payment of money or any gift of value to any person is not allowed. It is a violation if you know that money or anything of value will be offered, given, or promised to a foreign official to influence them. You cannot influence a foreign official to do an act in violation of their lawful duty, or overlook something. You are not allowed to have them help you secure any improper advantage in order to assist in obtaining or retaining business with any person. The meaning of foreign official is broad. For example, an owner of a bank who is also the Minister of Finance would count as a foreign official, according to the U.S. government. Doctors at government-owned or managed hospitals are also considered to be foreign officials under the FCPA, as is anyone working for a government-owned or managed institution or enterprise. Employees of international organizations, such as the United Nations, are also considered to be foreign officials under the FCPA. There is no materiality to this act, making it illegal to offer anything of value as a bribe, including cash or non-cash items. The government focuses on the intent of the bribery rather than on the amount. The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act also requires companies whose securities are listed in the United States to meet its accounting provisions. These accounting provisions were designed to operate along with the anti-bribery provisions of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. They require corporations covered by the provisions to make and keep books and records that accurately and fairly reflect the transactions of the corporation. Corporations must also maintain an adequate system of internal accounting controls. The anti-bribery provisions of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act now also apply to foreign firms and persons who cause a corrupt payment to take place within the territory of the United States as well. So who is the subject to the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act? Issuers. This includes any U.S. or foreign corporation that has a class of securities registered or that is required to file reports under the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934. Domestic concerns refers to any individual who is a citizen, national, or resident of the United States, and any corporation and other business entity organized under the laws of the United States, or any individual U.S. state, or having its principal place of business in the United States. Any person covers both enterprises and individuals. Those who violate the provisions of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act can be severely penalized. Here are some examples. In 2008, Siemens AG paid a $450 million fine for violating the FCPA. This is one of the largest penalties ever collected by the DOJ for an FCPA case. In 2012, Japanese firm Marubeni Corporation paid a criminal penalty of U.S. $54.6 million for FCPA violations. Other settlements for FCPA violations in 2012 include Smith & Nephew, who paid U.S. $22.2 million to the DOJ and SEC. BizJet International Sales and Support Incorporated, who paid U.S. $11.8 million to the DOJ for bribery of foreign government officials. If you fail to follow the regulations of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, you are leaving yourself and your company vulnerable to harsh repercussions that will impact your employment and severely hurt other coworkers that depend on their jobs to support their families. Being aware of illegal exchanges and looking away still makes you accountable. Not participating, but knowing about such endeavors will imply guilt. If anyone else you know is putting the company in jeopardy, it is important that you report it. The long-term success and survival of your company depends on you. If you provide information about someone involved in inappropriate activities, you will be protected. We will discuss the process later in this presentation.